All right, guys and gals, I just got back from the store and someone wanted me to do a video on how to eat cheaply on the carnivore diet. So I'll show you right after this. All right. So I just got back from the store, and so here's what I got. I got these were $5 a piece. This is 73.27. The more fat, the better. This is Best Choice brand. So these were about $5 a piece. Now this is a meal each. Okay. And then I got this. This is a London broil. This was $6.48 a pound. This thing is going to be 1, 2, 3 meals. I'll divide this into 3 steaks. Okay, so that's 3 meals. Over here, I've got a sirloin tip roast. This was $6.48 a pound. And this will be 3 meals as well. Or I'll cut it lengthwise if I got a knife sharp enough. And I can probably make it into at least 2 meals. So this will be 2 meals, okay? Then here, I got a tri-tip. This tri-tip was only $6.96 a pound. This will go in a slow cooker, and this will be 1, 2, 3 meals. This will be 3 meals as well. Okay? And then over here, I have eye of round roast. And what I'll do is I'll cut this 1, 2, 3. So this will be about probably 2 meals, maybe 1.5. And this was $5.98 a pound. Now this is all beef, right? Oh, one more thing. So if you get these pre-made beef burgers, this is 12 burgers. These cook from frozen, and make sure it says beef, because there's some frozen burger patties that have additives in them. There's 12 burgers in this. 4 burgers is a meal for me. So that's 3 meals right here. And that bag cost about $10. I think that one was $11. And then the ones at Walmart, which I usually get, which I prefer them, they're about 12 to 13 a bag. So anyways, you got 3 meals out of that. 1, 2, 3, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So, and then I did splurge and get this ribeye, which was only $11.98 a pound, which I've seen this stuff as high as $25 to $27. So I'm getting, what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. Man, my math sucks. Hold on. 3 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 times 6 is 18. So I get 18 plus the steaks. That's 19 meals for $100. That's what I spent on this. Now, I did spend a little bit on Ziploc bags. I highly recommend getting the freezer bags, because what I'm going to do right now, after this video is done, is I'm going to cut all this up, separate it, I'll throw it in the freezer, except for what I want to cook today. And so that's 18 meals. Now, you're thinking, if you're eating one meal a day, that's 18 days. That's 18 days worth of meat. I tend to eat more than one meal a day. I tend to do two, once at noon, once at 3 or 4 or 5, depending on how fatty the meat is. If you throw in some pork, which is way cheaper per pound, I don't recommend living off of just pork. But if you want to add some pork roast in there, um, some pork chops in there, it'll be cheaper. Um, so you can probably get more meals out of that. So $150 with some pork thrown in here, you'll have a lot. And then chicken, of course, which, chicken you want to be careful with. Oh, and here's the other thing. I also get these. They're just the plain ones. Throw some cheese on this if you're doing dairy. If not, these are great. They're a great snack for in between meals. Um, and so, if this is too much money for you, then these are literally $4 to $5 a piece. Look for the sales. Hy-Vee has sales all the time. This local grocer called Food for Less, they have sales all the time. I missed out on a big meat sale yesterday where they were doing like good ribeyes for like $9 a pound. Um, and they'll cut this meat any way you wanted, during these meat sales. So it's kind of nice. So I can give them these roast and then they'll cut them into steaks for me. But I missed out on the sale because they're horrible at advertising. The the trick is, if you want to go the hot dog lunch meat route, hot dogs and lunch meat are getting more and more expensive. They still have corn syrup, they still have MSG. They're great in a pinch, but they're not. That was the kitten, by the way. They're great in a pinch, but for the most part, you want to eat as clean. This is clean eating right here. There's no additives in any of these things, including the pork rinds. And this will be 18 meals. And what's going to happen is you get further along in this carnivore diet, you're going to eat less and less. So 18 meals might last you a long time. It could last you, several days, or it can last you a couple of weeks. So just kind of keep an eye on that. And the reason why I went variety like this was to kind of break up the monotony of just having hamburger every day. Add some eggs to this, eggs and bacon to this, I probably would be $150, and that's for the whole month for me, with maybe replenishing the frozen burgers. And I like doing those on the fly, like they're quick, they grill quick, or they flat top pretty quickly, when I don't feel like doing anything else or dealing with the hamburger. And then these, what I'll do is I'll either cook it where, eat it in a bowl, or I'll put them in a frying pan and put eggs on top, and then, or I'll make these into burgers. Um, you'll get 3 good burgers out of that, 3 1/3 pound burgers. And that's how, so that's the expense of it. When you get rid of your medications, that saves you money. When you're not going to the doctor as much, that will save you money. You got to look at the long term. But if you have to, you can get 18 of these at $5 a piece, and you're probably in pretty decent shape. You might get sick of hamburger for a while, but again, eventually your body's not even going to crave all the stuff that you've been eating. So if you've been not on the carnivore diet. So I hope this helps. Pretty simple. If you do the hot dogs and the lunch meat's not really that much cheaper if you look at it per pound. You're better off to do this. It's going to take me about a half an hour to prep all this, cut it up, and put it in these bags, and then I'll be done for a while. I keep a container in the fridge that I thaw everything out in, and I just plan my meals. So if you're in the truck, you can do the same thing. Now, Walmart meat's kind of, but hey, any port in a storm, right? And so having a good cutting board might be a little bit more of a challenge, so you might have to go with something that's a little bit more smaller packaged, where you can't cut it all up. But if you're home every weekend, do this all, throw it in your fridge, and then cook it as you go. Little tricks, because my first carnivore challenge was when I was still driving, so, and I was able to pull it off. But anyways, thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, leave the comments below of what you might do in a pinch, and also what you do to prepare yourself if you're on the carnivore diet, or give me an idea that I might not know. Strength for today, over tomorrow. Peace.